Welcome back everybody to the All After Chronicles, continuing with this playthrough of Super Mario 32 levels. Is it Super Mario 32 levels or Super Mario Brothers 32 levels? Well, not that it matters too much, let's be honest. So yeah, World 3. Dude, I honestly thought in the last part that the video or the volume of the video will be super low, but pretty much the opposite. It was super loud because of this specific songs that had a very high volume in comparison to the original themes. So I lowered the volume some more. I know you were able to hear me just fine last time, but still, it felt a little uncomfortable to realize that the volume was actually worse than I thought. I had two options: redo the video. Yeah, this bonus game is gonna be exactly the same every time. We can actually skip it and get out of here for good. This is actually a very good hack for you to practice and play it like legit. You know the reason that I have to play this with save states, rewinds, or other emulation tools that can be used. It's basically to save time and do this in one take, as opposed to taking my time trying to beat the game and prove myself to others. I mean, for a lot of Let's Players on YouTube, that's really still a thing, to prove their own value by beating games legitimately, doing lots of editing and spending hours losing and trying to beat a specific level for a 10-minute video that ends up being uploaded. Well, I value my time in that regard. As opposed to those people, yeah, those people get more recognition than myself. Of course, they deserve it. Not saying that they don't. Not saying that I deserve more recognition either. Probably I don't. But I am trying to be practical here. I'm trying to be entertaining with my commentary, with the games that I show, maybe making other people that watch this attempt this on their own, which I know I have done in the past with several games that I have shown on the channels of different genres, different platforms, etc. That's always been the main objective to my channel: introduce games that probably people are not very familiar with, give my view, my opinion on things gaming related, or the games that I play. Yeah, I was actually willing to take the hit there because it's either that or waiting. Same thing here. However, when it comes to skills, specifically in Mario hacks, I don't really discard the idea of trying retro achievements for ROM hacks. You know, retro achievements, it's literally what it sounds. Trying to get achievements / trophies like the PlayStation or Xbox or Steam achievements that we know, but applied to retro games through specific emulators that have that functionality of, well, users actually create the achievements, they program them, and there are hundreds and hundreds of games on different retro systems that do have a complete set of achievements that people get, and there is an internal competence among the users about who's the #1 retro achiever, let's put it that way. And it's awesome because you realize that a lot of people play a shit ton of retro games, then spend a lot of time trying to get those achievement points that you play or you achieve literally by playing legit, by not using save states. That's why there is called this hardcore mode that basically deactivates any chance at all to use save states or rewinds. You can activate them, but you get half of the points from the achievement. So it's basically a punishment for cheating. Dude, this is the one achievement I didn't get in the original Super Mario World, completing all the cards of the same type, and now I did it in my very first attempt, sorry, playing this ROM hack. So yeah, I'll summarize it just by saying, fuck my life. That's all what I'm gonna say. I was trying to get that achievement for a while, I remember, when I did the pre-recorded playthrough of the Retro Achievement playthrough of Mario World. So yeah, like I said, Retro Achievements is actually a good incentive to replay certain games that might seem repetitive to you, retro games that you are too good at maybe, or you play so many times. Well, you're gonna get a good excuse to play them again. Play it on Retro Achievements. That's what I did with Mario World and a couple of other... Well, Donkey Kong Country, I got the whole achievement set, which was a little disappointed because they didn't have as many achievements as I thought I would be getting from a game like that. There's not so much replay value on that because honestly I got all the achievements in a single playthrough that took me less than 2 hours. But yeah, the whole point of the achievements in many of these retro games is essentially to replay the game many times in order to get specific achievements. So yeah, what does it have to do with ROM hacks? Like I said, there are many ROM hacks that are being added to the Retro Achievements collection. Many of the famous ones, others not very famous, but at least they give you an incentive to play. Or okay, I don't know why I did this. Well, I can actually spin jump these fuckers. And that's exactly what I did. So yeah, you can do retro achievements or attempt retro achievements in a few dozen Super Mario World ROM hacks. I wouldn't say 100, over 100, but a few dozens for sure. And some of the classics actually among them. I remember Super Demo World being there, probably Luigi's Adventure, not sure, but yeah, those are good classic ROM hacks that I have done on camera several times. But of course, like pretty much every game, every other game, and pretty much every ROM hack that I've ever done, I did it with save states and everything, so... Again, if you need a good incentive, and if I need a good incentive to... Oh, not a double kill? Fuck. If I need a good incentive to do those games on camera again, but now playing them legit... Dude, Retro Achievements... It's not a bad option whatsoever. Not at all. However, I would recommend, again, this is like a self-recommendation of sorts, but I'd rather do that on live streams rather than doing pre-recorded retro achievement let's plays, because in the case of certain achievements, I mean, the whole point of getting achievements is trying to get the whole achievement set for specific games, not just do some picking, essentially getting some achievements on one game, then you give up and then go for another one. A lot of people do that, but the whole idea is to get a certain game, download it, or play it on your emulator of preference, and play through as many times as it takes in order to get pretty much everything, and then move on to the next game. I know a lot of streamers on Twitch, and that's why I follow them in the first place, that are dedicated retro achievement streamers. Like half of the time they play their games on their own time without streaming them, but the other half of the time they do stream whole games. They select the games that they want to stream, basically. Some others they do it off camera. But they do actually take the time to play and replay and lose lives and get game overs as many times as it takes until they get the full achievement set. Which is awesome on the one hand, but yeah, that takes a lot of time. Unfortunately, full-time workers, including myself in this case, don't have really time at all to be that dedicated. Barely trying to get some time to do some recording, some live streams every now and then. Trying to be productive a little bit every day. And also, of course, time to relax and watch live streams, YouTube videos, and sports, since I like to watch lots of sports. American sports, yes. Ice hockey, NBA, baseball. I watch all of those when I have the time, so yeah, it's difficult to actually choose what to do in your free time, having so little free time in your hands. So on top of all that, dedicating 100% to become a retro achievement expert, no. You gotta choose, and I'd rather do a little bit of everything instead of dedicating 100% on one thing, you know? Alright, let's do World 4. See if we can reach half of the game on this episode, which would be obviously very positive. Yeah, this is clearly based on 4-1 from Super Mario Brothers. I'm not gonna take the cloud, and I'll try not to get into pipes. Honestly, the bonus sequence is the same one all the time, from what we can realize. Yeah, my coin whore. Oh shit. Dude, now I realize that pretty much went through all of World 3 just talking about things. Oh shit, that was sort of a weird burp happening there. That's why I made that awkward pause. So, yeah, I've been talking about things, retro achievements, and the like, while going through all of World 3, and I don't remember any of the levels from World 3. I just played through them quickly. But honestly, by now I don't remember any of those. Yeah, I played through a world level, I remember, but that's it. All the better, in my opinion, because that means that we are not dealing with theme worlds. Well, I say that as we are pretty much dealing with 2 forests in a row. But it doesn't feel like it's completely... You know, we are not completely committed to dealing with a specific type of level that makes the world predictable. That's what I mean when I talk about predictability in the worlds. It's like, yeah, we're dealing with a desert theme. Yeah, all you're gonna see is sand all the time. Nothing different. Bad sand. You might deal with new enemies here and there, with a cave here and there, but all of them have sand in it. Nothing new. At least here, it's not fully predictable. So I think. Well, in the description of the ROM hack, the author said that this is perfect for quick plays. And I can see that. This is pretty much like playing the original Super Mario Brothers, of course, with the graphical changes that are necessary here. But we're dealing with short levels with pretty much the same length as, again, the original Mario 1. With the same structure, but with different levels. Which is with what matters the most in the end. So yeah, we are suddenly in Pipe World. I like this combination of enemies, even though it can be very easily skipped. Like, skip all the parts with where all the enemies are and pretty much deal with empty areas. Which makes me think that I'm pretty much breaking the game, even though I didn't intentionally do so. I already killed him, alright. So yeah, I realized that even if this is meant to be done for a quick play or whatever, some of the levels are extremely broken, especially the ones with multiple paths in this case. I mean, look at this. World 4, I pretty much about to beat it in half of the time I did Worlds 1 through 3. Yeah, I'm not kidding. I did it like in half of the time. Okay, I have realized that this guy actually got a little bit of a fixation towards vines in castles. Again, it might sound like I'm criticizing, but honestly, I'm not. It just calls my attention. Yeah, I want to get this back, but there's no guarantee I'm not going to get hit again. There we go. Let's see how the volume goes this time around with this particular video, because I got a little, how can I say, uncomfortable with what happened in the first part with these huge differences in the volume for the theme songs. Lots of thwomps in the castles too. That's also another thing. Yeah, lava, of course, there is going to be lava pretty much all the time. There has to be lava. Well, there is munchers too, at least we add some variety to the types of hazards. Okay, oh yeah. Yeah, I end up like hanging on the vine because I was pressing down. I was trying to do a crouch jump. They could have tried the faster version to this theme when sometimes you fought like the first big bosses in your design and immediately goes to the main theme without this cool intro. Up to an amazing idea with not the best execution. Let's do this quickly, since we know that the message is gonna be pretty much the same for every battle. Yeah, these two worlds took me around the same time, between 15 and 20 minutes. So yeah, we're gonna do the second half of the game from next video. So thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next week with more Super Mario 32 levels.